I have to say this, and it might be a bit of a strange opinion, but whenever West Ham is in times of hardship in the league, it spends money to get out of the relegation fight. Look what happened in January 2020. For example, 2 players were bought in an attempt to battle relegation, and survival was secured. I feel this January transfer window might be kind of similar to that. And West Ham's holding talks with players. Now, Rob Newman and his team have been working behind the scenes and doing some scouting missions in France. They contacted Lorient and have spoken to 2 of their players, which is something pretty good actually, and there are a lot of legs on this news. The players that have been spoken about are Terem Moffi and Ibrahima Kone. Terem Moffi is a Nigerian international who is also on Southampton's radar. And he's been very impressive. Lorient's actually a club which has a very impressive formation and chemistry. Moffi's a very good player, has to be said. But it wasn't just Moffi and Kone that were spoken about. There was also Dango Ouattara, who was spoken about. He's a winger who plays for the Burkina Faso national team, and he's someone that could be looked at to replace Maxwell Cornet. The Cornet injury situation has been so unfortunate and so West Hamish that we're now in this position where we've got to buy someone else because of the failure of this transfer. It has been considered a failure because Cornet spent a lot of time injured and hasn't got a lot of game time as a result. And he's going to be out for longer because he's got to have an operation. So the 3 players I'm going to talk about are Moffi, Kone and Ouattara. So let's start with Ouattara. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. If I've butchered it, I am very sorry. Ouattara has been playing for Lorient since 2020. He made his professional debut in 2021 in a game against Saint Etienne. He's a right winger. He's valued at around 10 million euros. And he's also on the radar of Everton, Bournemouth and Leicester City. This guy's getting Premier League interest because he has some real firepower about him. He's got 5 goals and 5 assists already this season. And he's already on a long-term deal with Lorient. Whether he'll go so soon, I'm not sure. But if the money comes in for him, I think Lorient might not say no. Terem Moffi is an interesting one because Mark Noble has identified this player as a target. And he's a player that hasn't come from a huge, shall we say, background in football. He hasn't had a career that's exactly got him on the map. He moved over to England from Nigeria as a teenager and then moved to Lithuania. He's played in Lithuania, Belgium, and now he's in France. He joined his current club Lorient in 2020. He scored 33 goals in 84 games. So far this season, he's scored 10 goals in 14 games. Talk about it in the back of the net. That's exactly what we need right now. Someone who could be reliable enough to hit the back of the net up front. I know Skabaka can do it with a little bit more faith. But Moffi, mate, this 23-year-old kid is banging him in for fun right now. And that's why a lot of clubs are after him. Because he will add a lot more technicality, clinical finishing and support for our forward attacks. R being West Ham should he sign. I talk about this West Ham in that context. Just because you think about what could happen. Third player I'm going to talk about is Ibrahima Kone. He's spent a lot of time playing in Norway and even had a little brief loan spell in Turkey. He's been at Lorient since 2022. He's got 7 goals in 30 games. And this year, while playing for the Mali national team, he scored 3 goals in 9 games. He played in the Africa Cup of Nations around this time last year, scoring in games against Tunisia, Gambia, and Mauritania. Kone doesn't necessarily dazzle with his goals, but he certainly contributes with his flick-ons and link-up play. It's going to be most likely that he would fit in that Cornet role because Cornet mainly was crossing balls in for Skamaka to head. Did so in the Europa League, right? And we will be looking to get someone in to replace Cornet, I reckon. Ouattara looks really good. Again, if I'm saying his name wrong, I apologise. Moffy, he's doing it right now. And that's why he's getting interest, because he's ticking all the boxes. And if Mark Noble and Rob Newman like this guy, there's definitely something there. And also, the dog is snoring, so if you can hear him going, that's him, if you're wondering. And, yeah, I think West Ham's got to sign some of these players. We need another forward, because Antonio Frey, he's had it. His legs don't work anymore, he's gone. And in fact, he can't even finish, he's just getting laughed at. We need to get another forward in. So if we get in Moffy, we get in Ouattara, we've got a few boxes ticked. I'll be happy with it, and I'd welcome him into the club, of course. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hey, if you like it, give it that thumbs up, and don't forget to sub from the Anvil for more content. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all soon. Ta-ra for now.